And on the bump, Jameson Taillon looking to bounce back after a little bit of a rough outing in New York, but he's been nothing short of spectacular so far this season. In the previous 6 starts before that, he's done a tremendous job. Guarantee he's ready to go tonight.
Jameson Taillon made that 1 start against Miami last year. It was his first start of the season. 5 innings, gave up 1 run. And let's see what he does here tonight. He'll face off against Xavier Edwards to start things off. It's a called 3rd strike. Ring him up, sit him down.
Movement. This ball just starts in off the plate. Not where he wanted to throw it. He's trying to throw that pitch down and away, but because of the movement, Edwards locks up. See you later.
This looked like a front door 2-seamer.
Sanchez 3 for 6. He hits a roller out towards second base. Routine play for Horner, out number 2.
And that brings up Agustin Ramirez, 1 for 4 with a walk yesterday.
Swing and a miss. A nice 1-2-3 inning for Jameson Taillon with a pair of strikeouts after a half inning.
Ryan Weathers missed his first 7-8 turns of the rotation because of a flexor strain, but Ryan Weathers looked electric in his spring training outings, and in Jacksonville, more of the same. That one a little tapper right back to the mound. A good sweeper from Weathers. He picks it up, he tosses to first, and he's got the first out of his 2025 MLB season. 1-3 put out, and now Kyle Tucker.
Now the payoff pitch. It's low ball 4, and Weathers slipped on the mound. So a 1-out walk issued by Kyle Tucker. Here comes Seiya Suzuki. There's a swing and a miss by Seiya Suzuki. And that is the first strikeout of the season for Ryan Weathers.
It's just fun to have Ryan Weathers on the mound with that explosive electric fastball, because he could play so much off of it.
There's a fly ball in the air to left field. Wagaman is over in the corner. He makes the catch. In the scoreless bottom of the 1st. Welcome back, Ryan Weathers. We go to the top of the 2nd inning where Connor Norby is leading things off for the Marlins. First pitch put in play, high in the air, deep right center field. Tucker's back, warning track, wall, and he reels it in.
Connor Norby here just drilled one to open the top of the 2nd, but the ballpark held it. Again, the wind blowing about 10 miles an hour in from center field.
1 away, no score, 2nd inning. Kyle Stowers, a left-handed batter, steps in.
And Stowers hits one high in the air out to left center. That's pushing Suzuki back. He's looking up, and it's gone. Kyle Stowers in Oppo Taco. A solo home run for Kyle, his 9th on the year. And it's 1-0 Fish in the 2nd. Back-to-back ball games with a homer.
Taillon will give up home runs. You told him that. And I told him that you got to get him early in the count because he throws a lot of strikes.
Now the 2-2. Strike 3 called. 3rd strikeout for Taillon. And Mervis strikes out swinging. High fastball gets him. That's 4 strikeouts for Taillon.
Lefty-lefty matchup to open the bottom of the 2nd.
As he swings and misses at a good sweeper. Strike 3. 2nd strikeout of the ball game for Weathers.
So now Nico Horner, the 6th-hitting second baseman.
And the 0-1 on the way. That is hit sharply out to short. Edwards gobbles it up. He gets the out, and there's 2 away. Now, Ryan Weathers mowing through the middle of the Cubs batting order here in the bottom of the 2nd. Here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. There's called strike 3. Ball was dropped by Nick Fortes, and Amaya in the Cubs dugout's not happy. Pair of strikeouts for Weathers in the 2nd.
1-2 pitch. Augustine massacres a ball out to left and deep. That thing is gone. Agustin Ramirez cutting through the haze. And the 2nd solo homer for the Fish doubles their lead in the top of the 4th. And there are 2 men gone. Now Kyle Stowers, who homered his first time up. Stowers hits one deep again down the right field line. You got Tucker looking up, and that one is gone. A multi-homer day for Stowers, and his 3rd multi-homer day on the year. And the homer fest against Taillon continues.
How about Kyle Stowers? This guy is unbelievable. When he gets hot, he gets hot.
0 for 4 yesterday with 3 players with double-digit homers for the Cubs. Seiya out to left center field. Stowers is back. He's at the wall, and it is gone. Seiya says, see ya. Home run number 11. It's a solo shot, and the Cubs are on the board here in the 4th. Top of the 5th, Cubs down by a score of 3-1. This strike 3. Mervis down on strikes. 1 out. There's a strike. Perfect painting. 94 and a strikeout for Jameson Taillon.
Good Lord, you're going to keep throwing two-seamers like that. It's going to make it really difficult.
Marlins are trying to doctor up a happy flight home as Miguel Amaya leads off the bottom of the 5th. There's called strike 3. Good fastball on the outside corner. 98-mile-an-hour blistering fastball locks up Amaya.
So 1 down, 3-1 Miami here in the last of the 5th. Justin Turner at the plate.
Drops down low behind the plate as Turner sends this on a line into right into the chest of Jesus Sanchez. That's on the transfer, and there's 2 outs.
On the transfer.
And now the 9-man John Birdie.
And the payoff pitch that is hit softly out to short. Edwards to first, and Ryan Weathers is in line for a victory in his return tonight.
It's top 6. Miami a 3-1 lead over the Cubs.
Edwards out to center. Pete goes back, makes it over the shoulder catch.
Now Taillon coming back to Sanchez. Here's a liner to deep right, going back and making the catch is Tucker, and that's going to be out number 2. A couple of hard hit balls in the inning, but straight to outfielders. 3-1 Miami. 6th inning, 2 down, bases empty for Agustin Ramirez.
And he lines this towards the gap in right center field. This will split the difference and roll all the way to the ivy. Backhanded by Tucker. And Ramirez has a couple of extra base hits tonight. This is a 2-out double in the 6th. So with 2 outs and after a visit to the mound by Tommy Hotovy, the pitching coach for the Cubs, Connor Norby will do the batting.
Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch got him. Strikeout for Taillon. It came at a very opportune moment. With a man at second, no runs on a hit, a man left at second.
There's 1 away to start the bottom of the 6th. A high leverage situation calls for a high leverage reliever. Here's Calvin Fauché on in the 6th.
Tucker check swing, and it's down the left field line. Base hit, juts off the sidewalk. Here comes Tucker to second. The slide, he's safe.
Excuse me. Thank you very much. Swing down the line, and the speed of Tucker allows him to get into second base safely. Runners scoring position. We got action, Alex.
Seiya Suzuki, the batter.
Suzuki chases. That was a good sweeper off the plate away, and it crept away from Seiya. Another punch out for the Marlins pitching staff, and there are 2 men gone.
Not out of the woods yet. He needs to make sure that with 2 outs, he attacks Kelly the same way that he attacked Suzuki.
Ball 4.
Here we go.
2 down, and here is Pete Crow Armstrong. And the pitch to Crow Armstrong butted in the air, and it's going to land, and no throw anywhere. It's a base hit. A surprise bunt by Pete Crow Armstrong. Now the bases are loaded with 2 down. Horner has grounded out and fly to the warning track in center.
Here's the 1-2 from Calvin. Swing and a miss. He got him with that sweeper. Little emotion from Fauché, who leaves him loaded here in the bottom of the 6th. Marlins still lead 3-1.
Here at Wrigley for the bottom of the 7th inning, and the Marlins just deployed Calvin Fauché, who worked out of a bases-loaded jam. He's replaced by Lake Bacher.
He faces Miguel Amaya leading off the bottom of the 7th. Poked into left, right to Kyle Stowers. Here comes Justin Turner. On the ground out to short. Quickly 2 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's John Birdie.
That one cut on and missed. Lake Bacher gets a punch out of John Birdie. An effortless 1-2-3 inning for Bacher, and we're through 7.
Go bottom of the 8th inning. Marlins have a 3-1 lead. Top of the order due up for the Cubs. They'll be facing Anthony Bender here in the bottom of the 8th. It'll be Swanson, Tucker, and Suzuki.
Dansby up the middle, and it's into center field for a base hit. Here we go. Kyle Tucker, check swing double last at bat. Walked in his first at bat.
And that's hit hard out to second. Sanoja's got it to Edwards. Go to first. 4-6-3 double play. That's how you erase a leadoff single.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Leadoff single extinguished. There are 2 men gone here in the bottom of the 8th.
And he bounces a 2-hopper out to second. And a 1-2-3 bottom of the 8th inning for Anthony Bender here in the 8th.
Brad Keller with the scoreless 8th, and Porter Hodge here for the Cubs in the 9th. Check swing, Porter Hodge, nasty.
So here's Connor Norby, who's 0 for 3 tonight.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Porter Hodge. Norby is gone. Marlins lead 3-1 in the 9th, and the batter is Kyle Stowers.
He flies one in the air to left field and deep. Suzuki's going back. He's on the warning track. He's not going to get this. It hits off the Toyota sign. It rolls back into shallow left. Stowers is on his way to third. Here comes a throw. It's not in time. That's a triple for Kyle Stowers. It's his third extra base hit of the night. And now the Marlins have a man at third with 2 outs for Eric Wagaman.
Good take. That's ball 4.
And here comes Tommy Hotovy out to have a conversation with Porter Hodge. Now first and third with 2 out. And here's Derek Hill.
Have to wait till February for that. In the air to center. BCA, long run. Makes the catch. Ends the inning. Nice job, Porter Hodge. Will go to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Cubs.
And once again, Jesus Tinoco's going to get a crack at this save opportunity. Didn't go well last night. But the beautiful part of baseball is you got an opportunity some 24 hours later to right things. Called strike 3. Got him with a slider. And Tinoco will take it, and there's one away. And Carson Kelly is all over Ron Culpa, the crew chief. There's a fly ball behind second. Sanoha lost his hat, and Sanchez finds it up there in the clouds, and there's 2 outs. So Ryan Weathers is in line for a victory in his season debut tonight. Tinoco's an out away. And the pitch from Tinoco to Horner is grounded to third. Norby's got it. Quick trigger to first, and the Marlins win. They take care of business. They salvage the final game in this series with a 3-1 victory here tonight.